Yeah, there are lots of stories that I can relate about the power of social enterprise to really unlock the skills that are actually inherent, innate, if you like, in individuals that are really have kind of lost their way. One obvious example was we took on a serving prisoner. She's a young lady who was doing 6 years for arson. A lady called Karen, not her real name. And Karen came to work with us. When she started with us, we were running a warehouse 35,000 square feet, full of furniture. And she is an arsonist. And she's doing 6 years. So she is not lighting matches in, just setting up little bonfires. She did, whatever she did was quite considerable.
Yeah.
Well, the instant thing when I told the general manager about the fact that Karen was starting on Tuesday was he ran around the warehouse and he made sure all the fire extinguishers were filled. He put all the no smoking signs up. He put all of the fire exit signs up. Just frankly, the way we should have done it and the way it should have been managed. So nothing unusual there in that sense. And people on tenterhooks when she started. People really quite profoundly nervous about having a prisoner in their midst.
Because the word gets round, doesn't it?
Word gets round. People knew she was coming, and people knew where she came from, even though we didn't directly tell them. But they knew.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of negativity about it, despite the fact that they work for Greenworks. That's part of the mission. We're going to take in people from different
culture,
backgrounds. But this was our first prisoner. And so, whilst we'd taken in other people from difficult backgrounds, this was a new step. There was quite a lot of negativity. She worked in the office for 2 months and she broke down quite a few barriers. And she was, bearing in mind, she's day released from prison, so she has to get searched to come out of prison. She has to go back to prison. It's a 2-hour commute for her. She has to get searched and go back in again. So she was very long days, but she worked with great efficiency. I mean, she was very good. And after 2 months, she came to me and said, "Colin, can I go downstairs and work in the shop floor, breaking up the furniture? It just looks really exciting." And I said, "But you've got the 10 best French nails I've ever seen in my life. you know you're going to lose them, don't you?" And she said, "Oh, I don't care about them. I really want to go and do it. It looks like fun." So the next 2 months, she went down to the shop floor, and she broke down the furniture with the guys, and taking away the metal and the plastic and the wood, this is all for the desks that were no good, and recycling everything. And she was a real hit. And the extraordinary thing was, on the last day that she was there, she was being released the next day and going home, and 4 people came to me, 2 of the most cynical included in there, said, "Can we take her on?"
Oh.
And that's the thing about social enterprise. We take the risk on the person because we know that they will prove themselves. It's nothing to do with me, it's nothing to do with my staff, it's to do with Karen. She proved herself to be worthy of their trust. And they wanted her to stay.
Yeah, it's more than trust, though, wasn't it?
It's more than
she inspired them, and she changed their thinking and behaviour.
She completely changed their thinking. So next week we took in another dozen prisoners, and the stigma had gone.
Right. So she was the trailblazer.
She was the trailblazer, and actually became so. But you have to go through that bit of pain. Well, the social enterprises are set up precisely to go through that pain.
That's the satisfaction, isn't it? That's their modus operandi. It's what they do.
It's what excites them.